Welcome to Echoey Massive Beers. My name is Matt. I'm doing work. I want to do a beer review. It's going to be a mystery beer. Courtesy our boy Cameron. Yeah. We're not dilly-dallying. We're doing what everybody wants me to do, which is just dive into these things. Do I really want to use it? Let's use it. I don't know. That's my drinking glass. Dimpled drinking glass. This thing has whatever. It's going to be Dirty Glass Mafia. Do not care. Let's see what's what. So, yeah, Cameron sent off a box of mystery beers. And then, like 10 days later, another box of mystery beers appeared. And this was in that box. So you got a little Joker action going on. Question marks. Question everything. Hazy? Yeah, I think so. Two Fingers, almost Midwestern style looking kind of IPA as far as it goes. Like it has this nice kind of like orangey tone. It's a little bit richer and darker than what you expect from a New England style traditional kind of IPA. Head is pretty much white as white could be, just maybe a skosh off. Done and done. The nose. Apparently sometimes nose, because I've been really bad at mystery beers lately, so. Classic American IPA / double IPA. I think I might get a hint of vanilla out of that. That nose is, or the head's pretty big, so I don't think I'm pulling like a really, really great aromatics off of it. That's because this dude pours beers horribly. I feel like I'm getting a little vanilla or something, maybe a little lactose. Yeah, it is peachy, stone fruity, citrus, not bittering really all that much, at least perceptionally on the nose. There's a soft like vanilla, milk sugar, oaty component. It's not big. It doesn't smell like a milkshake IPA, but there's something to it, I believe, at least on the nose. That's pretty much it. There's really nothing of a precursor to a bittering on it. It really does have this kind of, just this kind of New England style kind of richness to it. I'm just diving in. Cheers, y'all. What is that? It's somebody's, I think they're going to call it a double IPA. I think it's closer to like low sixes, but I think they're going to, on the label, it's going to be like 7.8%, pushing 8%. See how sweet it is? I think it's under attenuated. There is this soft little milk sugary vanilla thing. Definitely in the taste. I don't think they're gonna call it. They might call it out in the label. I don't know. It's definitely not an oat addition. So there's a soft lactose addition to this, akin to what a lot of breweries do to add mouthfeel to beer, and it kind of works here. It's weird because it comes off to me. How do I say this? So, a lot of your new school hazies are basically mostly kind of brewer sugar, a bit of malt, and a touch of lactose. That's, even if they don't tell you that's what's in the beer, that's what's in the beer. That brewer sugar brings the maltiness down. That absolute subtle touch of lactose adds mouthfeel and brings that sweetness from a kind of hard candy sweetness to like a softer sweetness. I think this is actually an all-grain beer. I don't think there's any kind of brewer sugar in this, but I do think there's that dosage of lactose in here to make that mouthfeel a little bit bigger, because I do get a malt component to this that I typically don't get on traditional kind of New England style IPAs. That's why it's kind of, it looked like, and it kind of drinks like a Midwestern kind of New England style IPA. Citrus leaning, but there's this big peachy component. It's almost getting peach ringy candy-wise because of that soft lactose addition. And honestly, I really do like it. I think it's absolutely very, very tasty stuff. It just drinks like somebody from like the Midwest. Again, these come from Cameron. He's from Wisconsin. I'm not saying this beer's from Wisconsin, but it's like a brewery from Wisconsin, like ripped a bunch of Treehouse and Trillium and went, I want to make that. And just took the beers that they get locally and kind of are trained to make and that kind of thing, and just basically took their skill set and tweaked it in a way that makes a New England style IPA. So you're getting a little bit of straight malt beer without a big bird sugar component, that soft little lactose addition, a bittering that has a touch, or a hopping that has a touch of bittering, but it's mostly dropped out and leaves a big stone fruit citrus thing. Candied citrus, candied stone fruit without getting overly sweet. That's what that soft little powdery confectionery lactosey thing does. What are we drinking? I think this beer is in the sixes, in the low sixes. I think it's under attenuated because of the sweetness level on it. I don't think it's fully flushed out. So if I'm going to sit there and say, what's the ABV in this beer? I want to call this 6264. I think this beer is going to come in at 7, in middle 7s, pushing 8. Not 8, but 7.5, 7-8%. Somebody's double IPA with a soft lactose addition that they probably don't put on the label. Done and done. One more sip. Let's see what this sucker has. Okay. What do we get? A little more bitter than each and every time I drink this. And I do like it. It's very tasty. Okay. Eagle Park Brewing, which I've had from Cameron. He sent me a couple of these so far. So the electrical tape makes it very hard to get off. Let's see. This is canned just about less than a month ago. This is their Absolutely Maybe. They call it triple IPA already on this, so I'm already off. So it's triple New England style IPA, double dry hop to Zaka and Lupo Max. They say it's 9.3% alcohol by volume. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not 9.3. It's high. It's probably higher than what I said. Youngblood Beer Company provides an oasis for those who seek leisure. Experimental IPAs. They see nothing about lactose in this. This was $19 a 4-pack. Cameron says. There's lactose in this beer. Again, like I said on the review before I even opened it, there's no way it's not. There's no way it's not in here. Which kind of pisses me off a little bit because you should really disclose that because people are allergic to stuff. And there's experimental hops, 856 and HBC, Lupamax, each 586 and HBC 630, 9.3%. Is it 6%? Like I said, probably not. I mean, it's probably closer to what I assumed it was, which was like mid to high 6s, maybe pushing the 7s. I would be very, very, very surprised. Very surprised if this is 10% alcohol by volume. I'm not going to bitch and moan about it all that much. It is what it is. As far as the beer goes, I mean, yeah, Youngblood Beer Company in combination with Eagle Park. So it's a collab. You can see the label there. When I ripped it off myself, it's that there. So I thought it was just that brewery. Yeah, I like it, but I liked it because I thought it was like 6. If it actually is 10%, it's just a little bit too high for me to really want more than a couple ounces of. But it's tasty. It's tasty for sure. That is not up for debate. And it is like, basically, like I said during the review before I did the unveil, it drinks like somebody trying to make a New England style hazy double triple IPA without a huge assist from brewer sugar. I mean, that's kind of how it comes off. And there's a dose of lactose in it that they're not telling you about. So, and I don't mind that. I'm not lactose intolerant, so it doesn't bother me. And I think that softening of that sweetness kind of works and makes beers more appealing, and definitely for me. So, but it's always poopy when they don't put it on the label. So, yeah, fine, tasty, fun. Just not my jam. These high ABV triple IPAs, even if it's not reaching the number they put on the can, it's tasty. Let's put it this way. I can flip it and go to the other end of the spectrum, which is me basically saying, if you like hazies and you're the consensus, which is most people live in that universe where they want their 10% beers to drink like 6. I am the minority here. I want my 6s to drink like 10s. You'll love this beer. You'll love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Some people might be like, it's a little bit malty for me because it's just actually has malt in it. At the same time, very tasty stuff. Let's put it back over here so you can see it. So there you go. Mystery beer in the books. Did I nail it? No. Did I nail it? Yes. I think I'm closer than what the beer actually describes. People get really pissed when I say that and be like, how dare you say that you think you're... I know I'm right. I know I'm fucking right. I think I'm closer. I think this beer is closer to 7 than it is 10%. And if this brewery says there's not just a subtle dose of lactose in here, they're flat out lying. Mystery beer in the books. Appreciate it, Cameron, very much so. Anybody who wants to send mystery beers, you're more than welcome to send them off. Let's talk about these breweries, both the Eagle Park and Youngblood. What have you had from these breweries? Have you been to these breweries individually? Have you had this particular beer? What did you think about when you had it? All that stuff down there. There you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Mystery beers are the best. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.